This week we have a real treat because it's in front of a live studio audience. My mom's in town. Mom, you have to come here and clap.
You look fabulous, darling.
Oh, thank you. I got it from my mama. Okay. My number one fan right there. Hello, world. Come inside. The Dear Juju podcast. You know, as much as we try to not become our mothers, I think it's just in the DNA. She gets out of the Uber when I greet her. She's wearing black shirt, black pants, and a leopard knit sweater that's 3/4 length. I open the door. I'm wearing a black shirt, black pants, and a leopard knit sweater that's 3/4 lengths. And I was like, damn it. No, I'm not my mom. I have tried to make every decision in life to not be my mother, but let me tell you, there's no getting around it. So in my 41-year-oldness, I'm just embracing it. I'm like, listen, I'm my mom, and we are two little sassy Italian ladies, and it is what it is. Okay, this is the most exciting thing that happened this week. I mean, you never know, okay? One week I'm choreographing a Super Bowl commercial. The next week I'm getting filmed with HGTV, and this week I got a call from my son's school to come and wipe his ass. I mean, do you see? It's just every week it's something fabulous. Whenever my son's school calls my phone and it shows up, blah, 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 elementary, I just go like this. Oh, man, what now? To answer or not to answer? That is the question. Of course, I always answer. So I pick up the phone and they're like, hey, Miss Waters, so your son is fine, but he's in the bathroom and he's having a hard time. Okay. And we think there might have been an accident situation. He doesn't have any extra clothes. Can you bring some wipes and some extra clothes? Because he forgot it here at the house. I'm like, sure. Oh my God, I have nothing better to do. I would love to drive to his school and wipe his ass. And I literally said, oh crap, literally. And the school nurse was laughing. I guess because of some situation, adults cannot go in the bathroom to help, which is great. You know, except for this situation where I thought it was an accident that was full blown. It wasn't. He literally just didn't wipe enough and it left a little skid. And you know what I mean? I was like, really? You called me for this? I'm like, listen, you got to go 1, 2, 3, flush. 1, 2, 3, flush. Now, you know what we have to do? We got to rehearse. We got to rehearse here at home. I'm like, now after every crap, I'm like, pretend like you're at school. And I'm not here to wipe your butt. What are we going to do? Let's see you do it. And don't clog the toilet, okay? Now we have to go into ass wipe rehearsal mode. Lord, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a wipe. 2, not clean and flush. 6, 7, 8. You know what I mean? We got to rehearse because I am not getting a call like that again. Since my mom's in town, I like to do nice things. Tonight, we're going to an event at Recess in Los Angeles Magazine. Going to be fabulous. She's getting ready right now. And we got our nails done yesterday, which my mom was not prepared for the 2-hour event. I said, oh yeah, girl, you're on a nail flight. Okay, see this mama glamorama? It doesn't happen just in 2 seconds. It's a 2-hour event, but it allowed us to catch up. And I don't know about you, but for those of you who go to the nail salon, I have been going to the nail salon since I was 15 years old. Now, back in Texas, I used to get those pink and white acrylic fan out situations. I had a guy named Peter. He was the best. And I have been going every 2 weeks to the nail salon, come hell, high water, rain, shine, marriage, divorce, kids, book the job, rich, broke, poor. It doesn't matter. Okay. The one thing that is constant in my life is the nail salon. And there's something about that consistency and that pillar of glamour that no matter what I go to and I make sure that my nails look good, I feel at peace there. I really think the nail salon is my heaven. I really do. I go there, my shoulders relax. I hand over my nails and toes. You know, you get at least an hour to yourself with, I don't check emails. I don't do text messages. I don't even get on the phone. I put on a podcast. I listen to music and I just relax. It is my heaven. Okay, so if I'm 41 and 15, what's that math? That is 26 years of every 2 weeks. You know what I should have been doing is probably putting it away in savings. Lord, I don't. Because you know what? When I'm in that beautiful coffin at the end of my life, I'm going to go, I had a good time. Screw the rest of them. Are we discussing the outfit? Honey, I'm giving a Carrie Bradshaw moment and put a bird on it. Word, word, word. Bird's the word. I love it. I'm living. And I love the color palette. But yes, this definitely gives me showgirl. It goes back to my dance moment in life. And when I have something like this, I just feel a little more sassy. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm on a podcast. All you guys can see, I'm wearing sweats under here, by the way, and like really cozy socks because you can't see from the waist up. So I'm giving you a little bit of fun and glamour from the waist up. So that's going to include a little more hats, a little more headbands, a little more feathers. It's a good time. If you are in LA, if you plan on coming to LA, y'all, a new Italian market and sandwich shop just opened called Ferrazzani's, okay? It has the semolina pasta from New York, all fresh. Then it's got like olives and cookbooks and wooden spoons. Now, I was there the other day and I said, you know what? I'm starving. I need a sandwich. Which sandwich? And she said, oh, we like the mortadella's the best because it has this pistachio pesto. I said, excuse me, come again, pistachio pesto? That sounds bomb. But I was like, I don't know if I'm feeling exactly mortadella. You know what? What about the artichoke? She said, oh, the artichoke has the pistachio pesto on it too. Oh my God. For some reason, the burrata, the artichokes, and the pistachios come together on a baguette from Bub and Grandma's. And this sandwich is orgasmic. I told my mom, you got to have this. She's like, artichoke, really? Huh. We get in the car, we unwrap these things, we start eating them. We're like, oh. We left a snail trail in our car seats because we creamed our pants, okay? There might have been burrata in our britches, okay? This sandwich is the best sandwich I have ever had in my life. It's got marinated artichokes. It's marinated in garlic, lemon, pepper, chilies, olive oil. Then it has burrata. You know, the burrata, it's creamy. The stracciatella on the inside is lovely and gorgeous. Then they use this pistachio pesto is what they're calling it. And I'm like, why has no one done this? You know, I mean, we do it with pine nuts all the time and basil. So this is garlic, pistachios, and olive oil. And of course, a little salt and pepper. Somehow those flavors, what they're marinating in with the pistachio, with the chili, with the lemon, it was out of this world orgasmic. My mother loved it so much. She said, what was their name again? I need to call them back and tell the sandwich maker. I'm like, Mom, you're team DTM. Hello, got it from my mama. You don't need to call back the sandwich maker and tell them. She said, no, I do. I really do. She calls them. Hi, this is Sandy Waters. My mother's name, by the way, is Sandy Waters. How amazing is that? And she has not changed her last name because she's like, when you're famous, they're all going to know that I'm your mom. Bless her. So she calls and said, hi, this is Sandy. We just got 2 of your artichoke sandwiches. And let me tell you, that was the best sandwich I ever had. And I don't know if it was the compliment or what. And I said, ask them what's in it. Ask them how to make it. And then the lady just started rattling off the recipe. So yeah, this pistachio pesto is pistachio, olive oil, salt and pepper, garlic, and it's just ground in the food processor. I'm about to become a pistachio hoe, okay? Because I'm going to be spreading that pistachio pesto on everything, okay? And I'm going to make it for you in one of my episodes coming up, so stay tuned for that. Okay, cocktails. Have you tried the white Negroni? I told you last episode, I'm a gin girl, okay? Oh, you know what? I might have a bottle right here. Excuse me, pardon the reach, okay? Now, for your bar, you must, it's a mandate to have this bottle. Can you hear this? Little ASMR, ACDC, S&M, I forget what the name is. Italicus is a bitter aperitivo, and that pairs so beautifully. It's going to look amazing on your bar cart or on your little bar area that you have, so go buy it now. That's great, Juju. I love that it's going to look good. What the heck am I going to make with it? And it goes so well in a white Negroni. So Campari is very specific. So in place of getting that same kind of mouth palate taste, you have to use a gentian liqueur. Must. Gentian is an herb and a plant. Suze is a gentian. Sailor's is also a gentian liqueur. You can go to any of your cocktail places, wherever you buy cocktails, and ask for a gentian liqueur. They're going to point you in the right direction. So you need gin, you need a gentian liqueur, and then you either need a white vermouth or an aperitivo like Italicus. So now you know you can make white Negronis. One. Serve it with a little lemon rind, and it's an instant good time. And I love the way I feel after I have a white Negroni or 3. Yum. So see that? That's a little bit of decor and cocktails all in one. You see what I'm saying? Now, speaking of decor, have we heard of the unexpected red theory? Hello? It's associated with decor, but there's also truth to this in life. They're talking about Taylor Swift and Marilyn Monroe's red lips. I don't know if anyone's noticed, I do Big Apple red nails, and I have for, I think it's been the past like 5 or 6 years. Like whenever I started Dear Juju, I was like, you know what? I want classic old Hollywood red nails, and I haven't veered since, which is really great. When I go to the nail salon and I sit down, they don't even ask me. My ladies just go to town and they know it's going to be Big Apple red. So the unexpected red theory is exactly what it sounds like. In any room, especially where you think, oh, red doesn't go in here, to add a pop of red. This adds interest. What did I talk about last week? Okay? An interesting space is something that you want. So a way to do that is to add a pop of red, especially in a space that you think it doesn't really match or go. This got popular on TikTok, and everyone, I think her name is Taylor something. She is an interior designer, and she talked about it on TikTok, and now it's gone just virals. To TikTok or not to TikTok, that is the question, okay? This is what I'm battling with right now. Everyone's like, get on it. Everyone's on it. I mean, is it just me, or what's wrong with me? Because I'm the kind of person that goes, oh, yeah, join the herd. And the pressure of society to join the herd, I just go the other direction. Always. That's just kind of something that's in my DNA. I'm like, y'all's all swimming that way. I'm going to swim this way. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya, literally. But I understand that that's where everyone is. And I'm here to spread my message and spread the voice of the gospel of Dear Juju. Leave me a comment. Should I TikTok or not should I TikTok? What do you guys think? Are you on it? What do you like? Are you 41? What's your age? Okay? Let me know. That's a sidebar. In my living room, I have oranges, I have pinks, I have blues, I have some greens, I have yellows, but I don't have red. So my mom and I were like, let's throw in a red and just see if this would work in here. And we threw in a red pillow and we found it way more interesting. Also, red is interesting to the eye. Hello, McDonald's. You know, every place that you see red that's big, it grabs your attention. So I was doing some research on this topic, and people are like, paint a wall red, have red drapes. Are you guys nuts? It says a pop of red. Don't be painting a random wall red or have huge red drapes. Like, that is not a pop. Okay, that's a commitment, and that's not what we want. We want a little something for the eye that kind of interests and dazzles the eye a little bit, aka like my red nails on any outfit. Lastly, Cherish. I love you guys. I just wanted to say hi, and I love your free mailers that you send me, and I literally keep them for design inspo. Cherish, like a chair, not spelled like cherish, CHAIR, like a chair-ish. How cute is that? It's a reselling place. It's a place that has amazing home decor. I mean, they're not paying me for this, but you should call me Cherish. It's like cooler than First Dibs. First Dibs sometimes gets a little stuffy and a little tight and a little too expensive. Cherish, I feel like, is the cool factor of the resale world. I mean, anything from plates to vase. Oh, speaking of vases, if you fancy, my husband got me the most beautiful bouquet of flowers for my birthday. And usually I'm like, honey, I do the bouquets. Don't buy me too expensive, overpriced bouquet when I could just do it myself. You know what I mean? I'm like, save that money and let me go shopping. But he did. He surprised me with the most gorgeous big bouquet. It might have been 3 feet tall. It was huge. And a huge vase goes with it. It's a glass vase. I don't really love clear glass vases. First of all, you can see the dirty flower water as soon as like a day old. And I like a vase that's a little more opaque or has a little more interest rather than like you went downtown and you just got like a $2 glass vase. So I'm going to be DIYing my glass vase. And what you can do is you can really spray it with like a white Rust-Oleum spray paint. And then it looks like a milk jar. And then I'm thinking that I might paint some black stripes or something in it. So stay tuned for that DIY. Dear Juju, contraception after 40. Not that I'm 40, I'm using 35 as a lie forever. Girl, what did I tell you about that? Don't be lying about your age. What do I have? I am 41. And yes, I want to make sure that no players or goals happen. I want to make sure no one gets crossed the line. So I'm taking precaution and I use Paragard. It's a copper IUD that lasts for either 5 or 10 years. I have 2 kids. I love them dearly, but that's enough for me. I'm done. I asked one of my other girlfriends, we were at a party and she just had a second kid. And I said, how you feeling? You want one more? And she said, no, because what quality of life would I have? And you know what? Touche. And I agree. I thought I wanted 3 too. I was like, I definitely want 3. I have to have 3. Then I had 2 and I said, oh, nope, no, not Team DTM. Team DTM. Like a lot of people can have 3 and they can have 3 chill kids, or at least you have like 1 or 2 chill kids. We're Team DTM. We're not having 3. So yes, contraception after 40, absolutely. I know women that are late mid 40s that are still having babies. No. Ain't happening here. If you're done, make sure you always take the precaution of whether you want to or don't want to. Your age doesn't matter. If you're ready to have a baby, I hope you're trying and doing all the things you can to have that. If you're not trying to have a baby, don't just leave it to luck, ladies, okay? Luck be a lady tonight. Not happening where the vag and the pregnancy is concerned. You make sure you dot your I's, you cross your T's, and you plug it up. If you don't want hormones, try Paragard. Copper IUD. Love it. Don't have any problems with it. It's the best. Dear Juju, why do some men prefer solo sex with porn instead of having sex with their wife? You know what? This is very interesting. This is very interesting because this is what we just discussed in the Dear Juju house the other day. Casa de Dear Juju, if you will. This is what I was told, okay? I do not speak for the men, but I am speaking for a man. This is what I was told. They said it's quick, it's easy. They don't usually have to clean anything. They don't have to smell good. You know what I mean? I told you about that hygiene thing last week. There's no expectations. They know how to get it in under like 30 seconds. So I feel like they can sit on the crapper and rub one out and they're done. And then that need is fixed. And sometimes the wife isn't always ready. They're not on the same, sexual readiness. Sometimes there's kids. Sometimes there's jobs. Sometimes there's work. Sometimes, it's just nice to be with yourself. That's how I feel. I feel like when my husband leaves and goes to Home Depot while the kids are at school, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to spend some time with me. It's kind of fun being a little sneaking off and just having a little me time. Done. You know what I mean? Like I get the convenience factor of it. So I think men are very convenient creatures by nature. I mean, we all are, but men, I feel like especially, and especially when it comes to that scenario, I think it's just a convenience, really. Okay. And you might not be as convenient as the Quickie Mart on their phone. You know what I'm saying? Men are simple. A lot of them are simple creatures. Some would say simpletons. A lot of them. A lot of straight men. Okay. They're just simple. So this is easy and it's convenient. That's my answer. Do you agree, Mom? Yeah. Thanks. Mom agrees. Mama Juju agrees too. Dear Juju, how often do you and your husband have date nights and how do you balance romance and kids? This is such a good one. We don't, and always, we're not perfect at it, and we feel it. So it's so hard. I wish all the time, right? But it's so hard to balance kids, romance, relationship, and finances. Because I don't know about you, but we have to call a sitter. We don't have any family nearby. So when we have a date night, it's like $100, toilet flush down the drain. Is your relationship worth $100 a week? Of course, but then that's $400 a month. You know what I'm saying? We try to do it while we were at school. This actually just came in a couple of weeks ago because we were really trying to have a weekly meetup and togetherness, and it wasn't happening. So I said, listen, hump day, come rain, shine, hell or high water, hump day is happening in this house. You are teeth brushed, balls sweaty, vag on or off the Red Sea. It doesn't matter. We are getting hump day in one way or another because it's important that we connect physically. Now, actually going out, we try 2 times a month to do something where we go out, we get a bite, we're talking to each other and we're discussing things. It's not easy. You have to schedule it in. This is the boringest thing about adulthood is that if you want it, you have to prioritize it. And what does prioritizing mean? Scheduling it in. So annoying. We have laundry days scheduled. We have date days scheduled. We have sex days scheduled. We have things scheduled on priorities of me spending time with my friends. We have schedules of him golfing. It's not fun. But when there's a lot starts to happen in your life as an adult, scheduling it out means that you will get it in no matter what, as long as it's scheduled. So schedule it in. People are like, well, that's not sexy. I'm like, it is sexy because we know it's going to happen. And then you can kind of tease up to it. Tomorrow's hump day. You better take a shower tonight. Don't forget hump day's tomorrow. You can kind of play around with the schedule. It doesn't always have to be like, I'm not in the mood. Well, you better get in the mood. Okay. It's scheduled in and it's happening. That's how we balance it. It's like the most unsexy thing, scheduling, but it's necessary. So grow up, schedule it in, and get it in. So that's the show. Honey, put a bird on it. Try a white Negroni. I'll let you know how the rehearsal for my son's butt wiping goes. Embrace becoming your mother. There's no way around it. So don't forget you're a star. So act like it. Do something today that proves and confirms in this life that you are the star that you know that you are. And I love you. Mwah! And I'm out.